Okay, we are going to find the absolute max and also the absolute min for this function on this interval. So remember, we have to get the critical numbers first and then check the values of the function at the critical numbers if they are on the interval and also the endpoints of the interval. So let's get to work. So let's do the derivative f prime of x. This is going to be 3x squared and then minus 12x, and that's it. And then let's go ahead and set this to be 0. And we see we can factor out 3x, and then that will give us x minus 4, and that will be 0. So we have two critical numbers. The first one is when 3x is equal to 0, that means x is equal to 0. And the other one is when this is equal to 0, that means x is equal to 4. And let's just go ahead and plug in both of them to the original function. We have to do both because both of them are on the interval. So here we go. F of 0. This right here is just equal to 0 to the third power minus 6 times 0 squared plus 5. And this is just equal to 5. Not bad at all. And then plugging 4 into all the x's. Okay, f of 4. This is 4. Perhaps I'll still put parentheses even though it doesn't really matter. Anyway, 4 to the third power minus 6 times 4 squared and then plus 5. Okay. This is 64, and then this is 16 times negative 6 is minus 96 and then plus 5. And this and that is going to be negative 32. Yes, and then plus 5. Altogether we get negative 27. So that's f of 4. Alright, and now we still have to check the endpoints. So let's see. F at negative 3, this is negative 3 to the third power minus 6 times negative 3 squared plus 5. Okay, so again, another challenge for this, right? This is negative 27, and then this is 9 times 6 is minus 54 and then plus 5. This is negative 81. Yeah, and then plus 5, altogether is negative 76. Alright, lastly, f of 5. This right here is 5 squared, 5 to the third power minus 6 times 5 squared and then plus 5. And this right here is 125, and this right here is 25 times 6 is 150, so minus 150, am I right? 25, yeah, and then plus 5. Okay, that's 130. Minus 150 is minus 20. All right, so these are the answers that I have, and let me just go check real quick. All right, I have a computer next over there. So anyway, and let's see what's the absolute. Let's do max first. Which one is the biggest? Well, we have 5 being the biggest, huh? So f of 0 is equal to 5. And then which one's the smallest? Right here. And notice that the smallest happens on the, this time the smallest happens. Alright, so now let's see the smallest. Okay, now let's see, the biggest is 5 among all this. So we know that will be the absolute max. And let's just write it as f of 0 is equal to 5. And then the absolute minimum, well, this right here, the smallest is negative 76. And this time, the smallest happens at the endpoint. So that's why we have to check the endpoint, right? So that would be negative 76. That happens when x is negative 3. So f of negative 3 is equal to negative 76. So with all that, we are done.